Sleep doesn't fix it. Your weekends don't reset you, and your blood work came back normal again. In my last video, I talked about what it looks like when exhaustion completely overtakes you, when even making coffee feels like too much. But today, we're looking into the pattern underneath that feeling, because once you understand that pattern, if you've ever wondered why you are the only one in your whole friend group who needs to recover 2 days from one social event, and why even after a really good night's sleep, you still feel turned inside out, there's a reason, and it's not what you've been told. You see, it's not a discipline or a laziness problem, and I keep saying it over and over again because you need to hear this. You're not broken either. There's a pattern here that most people never see, but once you do, it changes everything you thought you knew about your own exhaustion. Here is what you're most likely unaware of. If you're an HSP, someone with a high sensory trait, or someone who feels the world really deeply, then your nervous system is processing significantly more data than a regular person does. Every conversation, every environment, every subtle emotional cue, your brain is processing all of them without pre-sorting what is relevant and what is not. And that isn't a flaw. It is actually an awesome high processing operating system, let's say. But it needs juice, lots of it. Imagine your brain is a computer and it has 47 tabs open while the average person has maybe 5 running. That doesn't mean that your computer is broken. It's just processing a lot at the same time. It's doing more, but then it also needs more energy. Most fatigue and exhaustion advice is built for neurotypical or standard processing types. And that goes like go to bed earlier, take some melatonin, exercise more. And honestly, that is really good advice, but it is not built for your high processing type. It's like running a high resolution game with fast-paced graphics and intensity, and running that on a basic laptop. It's gonna be laggy, you're gonna be frozen, it's not gonna give you a fun experience. But it wasn't about the game, it's more about the processing system. It just can't handle that high-paced processing. I spent years thinking that I was the problem. I embodied fatigue. I tried everything. I worked harder, and I really did my best to follow most standard advice, and it only got me deeper and deeper into exhaustion. And it's because I was treating the symptoms. I wasn't looking at what was really going on. Your exhaustion isn't a mystery. There is a pattern, and it's a predictable outcome or consequence of 3 different ingredients. The first being the raw amount of data coming in to your brain all the time. The second is the way you interpret the energy that it costs you to process all that data. Often you label that being a flaw or a weakness. And the third is the amount of internal GPS signals you are overriding. And these 3 are not causes of your exhaustion. They're a massive gap in your understanding, in your knowledge of what is really going on in your system. And without that understanding, you've been literally making choices blind. And you've been wondering why you're always drained and why you don't get better results. And as long as you keep using the standard navigation system instead of your own internal GPS, driving faster will not take you to your destination more quickly. It will just get you in trouble because you're following the wrong directions. I built something free that helps you with uncovering where your energy is really going. And it's not journaling marathons or healing journey homework. It's just a 5-minute checklist that helps you see and helps you understand where your energy is really going, so you can stop treating the symptoms and start diving into what is really going on so you can actually fix it. Now, once you've seen the pattern, there is something even more unsettling, and that is when you realize that you've been living in that pattern for a long time. In my next video, I'll show you how I planned my whole life around my exhaustion without actually even noticing it. Because the pattern isn't something that you just feel, it's something you build your whole life around. And that video is right here. I'll see you there. Ciao.